There's a saying that when life gives you lemons, you should make lemonade. It means that when bad things happen, we can choose to make the best of the situation. This is easier said than done, but some people manage to do it, and they even thrive in difficult situations. So, what makes some people thrive while others just survive? How do we turn lemons into lemonade? To answer this question, let's first explore what happens when life gives us lemons. When bad things happen, our brain reacts by producing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones trigger the fight or flight response, which prepares our body to either fight the threat or run away from it. Our heart rate and blood pressure increase, and we start to hyperventilate. In short, we get scared. And fear is a powerful emotion that can paralyze us if we let it. It can make us feel helpless, hopeless, and unable to take action. We may ruminate about the past or worry about the future, which only adds to our stress and anxiety. This is why many people just survive. They let their fear and stress dictate their actions instead of taking control of their thoughts and emotions. But those who are able to make lemonade out of lemons don't let this happen. Instead, they use their fear and stress to fuel their growth and transformation. They see challenges as opportunities for self-discovery and self-improvement. They embrace change and uncertainty as part of life, and they trust that they can handle whatever comes their way. So, how do we become one of these people? How do we turn lemons into lemonade? According to psychology research, it all starts with introspection. The first step to thriving through tough times is introspection. This is the ability to look inwards and examine our own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It's a skill that allows us to understand ourselves better, our strengths, weaknesses, biases, and values. It's also a skill that allows us to reflect on our experiences and learn from them. When we face adversity, we often blame external factors or people for our problems. We say things like, I failed because my boss didn't support me, or I couldn't succeed because my parents didn't give me enough money. But when we introspect, we realize that these are just excuses. We discover that we have the power to shape our own lives and that we are responsible for our own choices and actions. For example, we might find that we procrastinated or didn't do our best work despite having all the resources and opportunities. Or we might find that we were afraid of success or afraid of failure. Introspection helps us take responsibility for our own lives and learn from our mistakes. It helps us develop a growth mindset, which is the belief that we can improve our skills and abilities through hard work and feedback. It also helps us cultivate gratitude, which is the appreciation of what we have rather than focusing on what we don't have. Gratitude helps us focus on the positive aspects of our lives and appreciate the opportunities we have to learn and grow. By practicing introspection, we can develop a more resilient mindset that can help us cope with stress and adversity more effectively. Another way that introspection helps us turn lemons into lemonade is by revealing our strengths and capabilities. When we face adversity, we often focus on what we lack or what we can't do. But when we introspect, we discover that we have more skills and talents than we think. We find out that we are stronger, smarter, and braver than we think. We learn that we have overcome challenges before and we can do it again. We learn that we have helped others before and we can do it again. We learn that we have achieved goals before and we can do it again. When we discover our strengths and talents, we gain confidence and motivation. We believe in ourselves and our ability to create the life we want. We become more proactive and less reactive. We take action instead of waiting for things to happen to us. We also become more creative and innovative. We find new ways to use our strengths and talents to solve problems and create value. We don't settle for the first solution or the easy way out. We push ourselves to do something great, something that makes a difference. One way to practice introspection is by journaling. Journaling is a simple and effective way to monitor your thoughts and feelings. By writing down what's on your mind, you can track your progress and notice any negative patterns or beliefs that may be holding you back. You can also use journaling to express your creativity and explore new ideas. For example, you could try writing a story about a character who faces a challenge and has to learn from it and grow from it. As you write the story, pay attention to how the character feels and behaves. How does he or she react to the challenge? What does he or she do to overcome it? What does he or she learn from it? By writing the story, you may gain insight into your own thoughts and feelings about facing challenges. You may also discover new ways to cope with stress and adversity. Another way to practice introspection is by meditating. Meditation is a practice that helps us focus on the present moment without judgment. It's a practice that helps us observe our thoughts and feelings as they arise and pass. It's also a practice that helps us cultivate a sense of calm and clarity. By meditating, we can become more aware of our thoughts and feelings and less reactive to them. We can learn to choose how we respond to challenges and opportunities. For example, we can learn to respond to fear with courage, to anger with patience, to sadness with acceptance, and to joy with gratitude. By practicing introspection, we can become more resilient and adaptable. So now let's talk about how introspection can help us thrive through tough times using real-life examples. Let's take the example of someone who loses their job. When someone loses their job, they may feel stressed, anxious, and uncertain about the future. They may blame the company or the economy for their situation and feel like a victim of circumstances. But if they practice introspection, they may discover that they have been feeling unhappy and unfulfilled at work for a while. They may realize that they need a change or a new challenge. Losing their job may actually be a blessing in disguise that allows them to pursue a different career path or start their own business. They may discover that they have valuable skills and talents that they can use in a different field, or that they have entrepreneurial qualities that they can use to create something new. They may also realize that they have a supportive network of friends and family who can help them through the transition. By practicing introspection, they can turn a negative experience into a positive opportunity. Let's take another example. Someone who has always wanted to be a writer but has been too afraid to try. They may feel insecure and inadequate when they compare themselves to successful authors or when they receive rejection letters from publishers. But if they practice introspection, they may discover that they have a passion for writing and a unique voice that can connect with readers. They may realize that they have written stories or poems or articles before and that they have received positive feedback from others. They may also realize that they have read widely and deeply in their favorite genres and that they have developed a critical eye for quality writing. They may also discover that they have friends or mentors who can support and guide them on their writing journey. By practicing introspection, they can turn their passion into a reality. As you can see, introspection is a powerful tool that can help us thrive through tough times. It allows us to learn from our experiences, discover our strengths and capabilities, and turn negative situations into positive opportunities. It's not always easy to practice introspection, especially when we are stressed or overwhelmed, but it's definitely worth it. By practicing introspection, we can become more resilient, adaptable, and creative individuals who can face any challenge with courage and confidence. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so that you never miss any of our videos. Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy introspecting.